What's up, bears? Today I'm going to do a video in the style of Dr. Todd Grande. Why? Because I feel like it. Hope y'all enjoy. Let's go! Hello, this is Cringe Panda. Today's question is, can I offer an analysis of the controversy surrounding Piper Rockelle and Tiffany Rockelle Smith? Just a reminder, I'm not accusing anybody in this video, only speculating about what could be happening in a situation like this. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Subscribestar. I'll put the link to Subscribestar in the description for this video. First, I'll look at the background of this case, move to the timeline of the controversy, and offer my analysis. Piper Rockelle was born on August 21st, 2007, and grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. She started her career as a social media influencer at a young age, quickly gaining popularity with her engaging content on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Piper's mother, Tiffany Rockelle Smith, played a significant role in launching and managing her career, often appearing in her videos as well as helping to produce content. Tiffany Rockelle Smith was allegedly born on June 14, 1981. When she was 9, her family moved to Canton, Georgia. Apparently, they moved there in order to help Tiffany's father to stop drinking. It's obvious none of them had ever been to Canton. The move failed to keep the father sober. In 2006, Tiffany was working as a dog groomer and unexpectedly became pregnant. Her boyfriend did not assume the child because he felt it would get in the way of becoming a rock star, and he was never heard of again. When Piper was 4 years old, she communicated to her mom the desire to become a performer after watching Toddlers and Tiaras. I wonder if anyone would know who she is today had she watched Dance Moms instead. By age 7, Piper Rockelle was allegedly disillusioned with the pageant world and discovered the platform Musical.ly, which later became TikTok. Within months, she would regularly show up in the top 10 ranking board. In 2019, Piper and Tiffany relocated to Los Angeles and moved in with Tiffany's boyfriend, Hunter Hill. Hill became the producer for Piper Rockelle's channel and took his inspiration from Jake Paul's Team 10 to create the Piper Rockelle Squad. He also managed the individual channels for some of the team members and was producing, filming, and editing 70 videos a month. Piper's channel features a mix of vlogs, pranks, challenges, and music videos, attracting millions of young followers. Her bubbly personality and relatable content made her a favorite among preteens and teens, which led to her rapid rise in fame. Here are some examples of video titles that summarize her channel pretty well. The Truth About Why I Had to Replace My Best Friends, Emotional, We Kicked Her Out of the Squad, Why We Kicked Her Out of the Squad, Mean Girls in Real Life, Last to Stop Eating Their Color Food Wins $10,000, Why We Aren't Friends Anymore, 24 Hours Handcuffed to My Boyfriend Gone Wrong, Saying Goodbye to My Best Friend, I Started a New Squad, Stuffing My Bra to See If My Boyfriend Notices, Starting an Argument and Then Passing Out in My Boyfriend's Hands, Prank, Cute Reaction. As of now, her YouTube channel boasts over 10 million subscribers and billions of views. That's billions with a B for beyond belief. There's no way to know how much Piper's channel currently earns. Before 2022, Piper's channel was bringing in between $4.2 million to $7.5 million a year, earning between $300,000 and $600,000 a month. This, of course, does not include other sources of revenue. Now moving into the timeline of the controversy. In early 2022, allegations surfaced against Tiffany Rockelle Smith, accusing her of exploitation, inappropriate behavior, and mismanagement. Several former members of Piper's content team and even her close friends came forward with claims that Tiffany created a toxic and unsafe working environment. And here I thought being a preteen YouTuber was all rainbows and unicorns. Actually, no, I didn't. The controversy escalated when a group of teenage ex-employees filed a lawsuit against Tiffany, alleging that she had emotionally and physically mistreated them. They claimed that Tiffany often pushed Piper and other young influencers to create content that was inappropriate for their age, prioritizing views and engagement over their well-being. Because nothing says great management like pushing other people's children into potentially dangerous situations for your daughter's internet fame. Tiffany responded to the allegations by denying any wrongdoing, stating that she always had acted in the best interest of her daughter and the other influencers. She also emphasized that the lawsuit was an attempt by disgruntled former employees to tarnish her reputation and profit from Piper's success. Because when in doubt, blame the haters. Piper's YouTube channel was demonetized indefinitely in 2022 due to the ongoing allegations of abuse against Tiffany. YouTube stated that this action was taken due to violations of their creator responsibility policy, which includes off-platform behavior that harms the user community. Essentially, YouTube decided that exploiting children for views wasn't a great look. Tiffany's countersuit for defamation against the plaintiff's mothers was dropped, but the initial trial was set for December 2024. The lawsuit, filed in January 2022, includes claims from 11 young content creators who worked with Piper and Tiffany from 2017 to 2020. These plaintiffs allege that they suffered emotional, verbal, and physical mistreatment. They also claim they were unpaid for their contributions and that Tiffany sabotaged their individual YouTube channels after they left the Piper squad by using bots and false reporting. Moving to my analysis, here are my thoughts on a few areas that stood out to me in this case. Item number 1, as I mentioned, Piper Rockelle has obtained incredible popularity for reasons that seem mysterious. Why has she been so successful? The content Piper produces is designed to appeal to a very young audience, individuals who have not yet developed critical thinking skills and are attached to emotionally driven, simplistic content. The videos often feature exaggerated reactions, over-the-top pranks, and a level of drama that keeps young viewers hooked. This content may seem repulsive to adults, but it provides lonely young people with a parasocial experience. They form imaginary bonds with these young characters because they'd like to have these types of friends in real life. Piper's videos often include her friends, known as the Piperazzi, who participate in various pranks and challenges. These collaborations not only amplify the entertainment value, but also create a sense of community and friendship that appeals to the young audience. However, behind the scenes, the situation appears less rosy. Picture Lord of the Flies, but with more momaging and fewer survival skills. Which brings me to item number 2. Tiffany Smith has been heavily involved in Piper's career. Her management style has been described as aggressive and overbearing, which might have contributed to the toxic environment alleged by former employees. While her dedication to Piper's success is undeniable, it appears that Tiffany has crossed boundaries that are now coming back to haunt her. It's a strange case of Dance Moms meets YouTube with a sprinkle of Game of Thrones political intrigue. Teenage former employees have described Tiffany as a demanding and controlling figure who often pressured the young influencers to participate in content that made them uncomfortable. There have been reports of long working hours, minimal breaks, and a general lack of concern for the well-being of the children involved. Some former team members have even alleged that Tiffany would resort to emotional manipulation to ensure compliance with her demands. You know, the usual family business tactics. The accusations also include several claims of inappropriate behavior. For instance, Tiffany allegedly encouraged children to partake in pranks that were not suitable for their age, often involving risky or dangerous activities. One plaintiff claimed Tiffany mailed Piper's underwear to a male fan, which is a whole new level of disturbing. Other allegations include making explicit comments about the children's genitalia, asking teens about their sexual experiences, and encouraging them to try oral adults-only activities. Because what's a little impropriety when there are views to be had? Item number 3, the lawsuit and its implications. The allegations against Tiffany are serious and, if proven true, could have significant repercussions for both her and Piper's careers. The claims of emotional and physical mistreatment, coupled with accusations of pushing minors to create inappropriate content, paint a troubling picture of what goes on behind the scenes of a seemingly perfect influencer life. Maybe it's time to bring back the child labor laws from the Victorian era. Another aspect to consider is the mental health impact on the young influencers involved. Constantly being in the public eye, coupled with the pressure to produce engaging content, can take a toll on their mental well-being. The allegations against Tiffany suggest that the environment she created did not prioritize the mental health of these young stars, potentially leading them to long-term negative effects. Because nothing says childhood like being under constant stress. Item number 4, what do I think is going on in this case? This is just a theory, my opinion. Tiffany grew up in a chaotic, dysfunctional, and abusive household where allegedly her father suffered from alcoholism. There is plenty of evidence of people who were abused as children becoming abusers themselves. People have alleged that growing up, Tiffany was lewd, a bully, vulgar, and verbally profane. When Tiffany moved to Hollywood to propel her daughter into stardom, she found the perfect infrastructure in place for her plans. There are millions of child actors trying to become famous in Hollywood. The number of actors actually working at any given year is about 4%. This means a large number of us do nothing but work on side projects most of the year. Tiffany Smith was able to select young actors from that vast pool. If an actor did not work out, they could easily be replaced within the same day. This disposability of actors aided Tiffany in creating an environment where she had complete control over Piper's squad. It also deluded her into thinking she had the power to do whatever she wanted without consequences. Do I think Tiffany is guilty of the accusations? It's hard not to connect the dots when damning evidence is so heavily documented. In one interview, Piper told the journalist, quote, "I was never really one of those girls that made not having a dad a personality trait. I thought it was cool. I got my mom as my best friend." Unquote. This makes me wonder, if she did not have a father present and her mother was being her best friend instead of being a mother, who does all the parenting? It also makes me think Tiffany does not understand the difference between adults and children. This could explain why so many of Piper's videos include awkwardly adult situations and titles. Perhaps one of the stranger details surrounds Tiffany doing a cartoonish voice known as Lenny the Cat. The name came from a kitten owned by Piper as a small child, who appears to have died from ingestion of an anticoagulant mouse poison. It's not clear whether this death was accidental. While doing the voice of Lenny, Tiffany allegedly made severely inappropriate remarks to underage cast members, including, quote, "I'm going to blank you up the blank," unquote. The blanks rhyme with the words duck and crass. Using the 5-factor model Ocean, Tiffany appears to be high in openness to experience. She became pregnant without getting married, moved to Los Angeles to make her daughter a star, took excessive risks while handling actors, and there were few things she would not do for views. Tiffany's actions appear to indicate she is low in conscientiousness. She allegedly did not respect boundaries, viewed children as easily replaceable, had young performers make out with each other, and even went as far as to make out with a teenage girl who pretended to be a boy. According to the FBI, the girl told investigators that Tiffany provided her with alcohol at a party in spite of her being 17. Tiffany, who was supposedly drunk, then proceeded to live stream on her phone and French kiss the minor. A clip of this still exists online. Tiffany appears to be high in extroversion, appearing in many of the squad's videos, and had no problem dealing with other parents. However, going from testimonies in this case, as well as statements from Tiffany's own sister, Tiffany seems to be low in agreeableness, as well as above-average neuroticism. She has demonstrated unexpected mood swings, such as when she allegedly berated the children's on-set tutor, impulsivity, hostility, and strong reactions to perceived threats. She also seems to have an inability to learn from mistakes. At the time of making this video, Piper still has a video up where she's wearing a Hooters uniform. I imagine Tiffany knew this would generate controversy and views. Unlike criminal court, where something has to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt, civil court only requires 51% certainty for a ruling. We will see where this lawsuit is headed very soon. Finally, what is the impact on Piper's public image? Piper has built her brand on a foundation of positivity and fun, and the allegations against her mother could potentially tarnish that image. While Piper herself has not been accused of any wrongdoing, the controversy surrounding Tiffany inevitably casts a shadow over her career. Fans and followers may begin to question the authenticity of her content and the true nature of her relationship with her mother. It's hard to keep up the sunny facade when there's a storm brewing behind the scenes. Piper's response to the allegations has been to largely remain silent, focusing instead on continuing to produce content for her channel. This approach has received mixed reactions. Some fans appreciate her professionalism and dedication, while others feel that addressing the controversy head-on would demonstrate maturity and accountability. Silence may be golden, but in this case, it's also quite convenient. These are my thoughts on the case of Piper Rockelle and Tiffany Rockelle Smith. As always, I hope you found my analysis of this topic to be informative. Please put any opinions and thoughts in the comment section. They always generate an interesting dialogue. Thanks for watching. Whew! You made it to the end! Stay awesome, stay positive, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Focusing instead on continuing to